Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and it is time to play some Junkrat in the Overwatch Beta. A very powerful hero, but with a very creepy giggle. And we find ourselves on the defending end on the Temple of Anubis. Okay, you ready for the really creepy giggle that I was talking about? Here we go. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, Lowko. Don't do it, because it's not gonna end well. But looks like the team composition is gonna be me. Then we have Widowmaker, Torbjorn, we got a Zenyatta and a Bastion right there. So hopefully we get like some sort of tank out of this player right now. He's still picking his hero. Obviously, he can always be picking heroes on the fly, and he's actually gonna end up going right there for Roadhog right there. So very nice, well-rounded comp. Should be able to defend the temple just fine, I think. But basically what this hero is all about is homemade explosives, okay? I would say don't try this at home, but I don't think any of you are really gonna be able to create frag grenades that are shooting this fluently anyway. As you can see though, they do bounce around and they're pretty random. The range on them is pretty interesting as well because the projectile falls, right? So usually what you end up doing as playing when playing Junkrat is just sort of spamming this thing and just doing lots and lots of damage potentially with it. They do explode, they do splash damage, so it's very good. One thing to note as well is that I got a couple of different, you know, projectiles, I suppose, or not projectiles, like tricks up my sleeve. First off, I got my E ability, which is this trap right here. It's sort of like a bear trap, and if an enemy stands in it, it will immediately, you know, hold them in place. But on top of that, I believe it does 60 damage. And another thing that I can do is put a mine down. And this mine, I can only put down one of each of those traps at the same time, but I can activate it by the right mouse button again, and it basically explodes. So usually what I end up doing, especially when playing defensive, is actually have the bear trap down, or the steel trap down, and then, you know, the trap right next to it, because I do get a notification in the middle of my screen when this trap gets triggered, and I could potentially, you know, kill people very easily with that way. So what I'm gonna do early on, at the very least, is just sort of spam this ability for as much as possible, and as soon as I see that my trap is triggered, I will try and do some damage. So there's a very big chance that one of them is gonna try and get in here. I don't really have very much, you know, survivability though, so if I get hooked right there by the enemy Roadhog, I will definitely be in trouble. Putting down a ton of suppression fire right now. Should be more than fine. Gonna keep on healing up. Alright, here we go. So this is the enemy Reaper right there. Oh, he actually decided not to go in. Okay, here we go. So that's the combination that I was talking about right there. Putting down the trap right here. Putting the mine on the wall. If someone moves in, he's dead. So I get a trap, or I get a notification in the middle of my screen saying that someone's trapped. And we can just hold this position for a very long amount of time. So both of my traps are up right now. You can see the little notification, or the indicator, I suppose, right next to my butt, or to my weapon in the bottom right corner of the screen. But to explain how this basically works, as soon as I put down the mine right there on the wall or on the floor or anything really, I get this right mouse button click as well. Okay, here we go. Got another one in the exact same way. Great, I'm just gonna keep on doing this. I'm sorry guys, but this is such a powerful place. I mean, call it camping. I call it smart play. I mean, I guess this isn't technically camping, right? Gotta be a little careful, though. Now that we have our ultimate available, we can do even more tricks. You ready for the most tricky thing in the world? This is actually the one ultimate that can do a ton of damage. I can activate this, and while I'm activating this, I'm still vulnerable as well. But I can also go ahead, blow people up just like that. Now, sometimes you can get a crazy multi-kill with that. You can do a ton of damage with this ability. And it's really fun to mess around with now. Looks like they're starting to progress a little bit better. And obviously I will not be able to do very much right there. And sadly, I do end up killing someone right there actually. Sadly, I didn't end up falling right there before activating my right mouse click. So right here. Yeah, I did end up killing someone right there, but sadly I couldn't kill the other enemy. Because I was dead myself. I couldn't quite hit the right click button. So, or the right click button? The right mouse click, rather. What they're gonna try and do right now is activate objective A. They basically, I didn't know, the attacking team needs to stand in the circle at A, at which point, you know, they will need to start pushing towards objective B. Now, this hero seems to be pretty well rounded in every scenario. There doesn't really seem to be a weakness. He's particularly good at defensive play, though, when you can hold down like a certain position, like we just saw. Another great place for this hero, for example, for the mine combination that I just showed you, is like right here. It's very nice. It does a ton of damage. There we go. Oh my god. But yeah, in a 1v1, I'm generally always gonna go down. Did get the trigger right there on the other on the steel trap, but sadly wasn't having my my other mine right next to it. They're pushing objective A right now though, and this is where it's like not really my time to shine. Well, we can push forward still, obviously. I can also just throw in the mine. The cooldown on it isn't very long at all. So that's a pretty good way of dealing it as well. Like if you're in a bit of a more clutch situation, that seems to be just fine. And I do actually end up getting a double kill right there with my abilities. Once again, gotta go for the rip tire. Is there anyone here? Wow, there's no one? Oh, that's really unfortunate. I actually anticipated them to be here, but got absolutely nothing out of it. Hey, she was standing right there, just still, you know, step into my trap right there. Very good stuff so far, though. But you can imagine, like, how much damage you can do with a rip tire if people are, you know, standing a little too close together. It works really well, for example, if you're on the offensive as well. If they are playing a little bit too defensive with, let's say, a double bastion or something like that, you can do a ton of damage that way. Now, I can see exactly where he's moving in, right? I will be able to do so much damage right here because he simply doesn't really, you know, he doesn't really have the maneuverability right there on Reinhardt to really stop me from doing all of this. And I do end up killing him as well. Now, we're getting a little bit too low for my liking. There's a Reaper right there off in the distance, and looks like we did get run by right there by the Tracer player. She must have, like, yeah, look at that pulse bomb right there. Beautiful move, and then she also jumped down right there. One thing to note about this hero, while we casually get another kill right there, one thing to note about this hero as well, is that if you actually die, you throw down a handful of grenades on the ground. So, it's sort of like the Martyrdom from Call of Duty. I still remember that from, like, way back with Call of Duty 4. But basically, even if you die, you still throw down a handful of grenades. But anyway, we have 10 seconds remaining on Objective A. We may very well just win this one straight up right here because they haven't been able to capture Objective A yet. There's gonna be an overtime right here because Soldier 76 is in the circle right now. I'm gonna activate my ult here as soon as I can. Here we go. Here we go! Boom! Got a kill on Tracer. And now we just need to sit out the overtime. And it looks like we're gonna pick up the victory right here. So I'm not sure if we got to play of the game here. There is a chance that we did get it because we did have a couple of nice moves. But either way, very powerful hero, very fun to play. Actually one of my personal favorite. And we do actually get to play of the game right here. I think it was just with the regular mines, not with the ultimate. Oh no, it is with the ultimate. Wait, this ultimate was pointless. Isn't this where I just roll around for a while? Wow, great play of the game, Lowko. Very impressive. Yeah, the game is still a little bit buggy like that, but it actually meant the moment right before that. I'm gonna upvote myself because I'm a very selfish person, but I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. And I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.